Hey mates, and welcome to MtMtE. I'm your host Blind Prime, and today we're going to be talking about Transformers Studio Series Age of Extinction Optimus Prime. I have to say, I enjoy this vehicle mode, and it's by Westernstar, which Westernstar is a semi-truck company based in Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Browns. Pretty sure. Yeah, because they're the Cincinnati Bengals, so it's the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, but many people take the Browns to the Super Bowl every day. Sorry, I couldn't help but make a Browns joke. You're a fan of football, you understand. It's the Browns. Nobody hates on the Browns. We just kind of laugh at their funny name. We hate on the Jets though. We'll always hate on the Jets because it's the Jets. Oh, knowing the Patriots. I'll hate on the Patriots all day long. But anyway, back to this stuff. So we've got a wonderful little semi truck here. It's a Westernstar from 2014. I know it's 11 years old now. This Age of Extinction came out in 2014. It's 2025. Wow. Okay, so this is wild, and you know what? It's not the exact time that movie came out, but it's close. I think it came out in June of 2014. So we can talk about it almost 11 years later. So this truck here has got some really fun details to it, but mainly it's just a really well detailed truck. This is something I can imagine seeing if I could see in the road. But the bumper for this guy, and I'd say this is definitely a nod to mid 2010s engineering, because it was all smooth flowing edges. If they did hard lines, it was rare for those vehicles. All those vehicles are just kind of a little smoothed out, like somebody just takes all the hard edges on the vehicles in that timeline and just takes some sandpaper to all the hard edges. And you can feel that with this guy. It's rounded. The bumper's even got a curve to it. Everything about this guy's got little curves to it and rounded edges. And that is just par for the course for a vehicle that was made in that time. 10 years ago, it was all about that. I don't know if it's about that now. I haven't really gone to a car dealership and felt around to see if anything's changed. I do like the you come up here to this giant hood. Like this is a big engine block for this vehicle, and it's neat that it's stacked up kind of. But the nose isn't as long as you would think it was. I was thinking the nose would be a bit longer, but it's kind of a snub nose, and it makes sense that it's a snub nose if the engine is more compacted into this section at the front. And we do have a couple of latches, one on either side. I'm assuming that's a latch. It could just be a vent on the side, but I think for latches for opening the hood. Good grief! I don't know what's up in my brain today, but it's not wanting to work. At the front of him, we do have a nice little hood ornament, and it's a little round one. Not really much detail in that hood ornament, sadly, but at least it's there, right? I like a hood ornament, especially on a semi truck like this. So that's kind of nice. Now, I was thinking whenever I got this guy, I was thinking it would be the Optimus Prime from the beginning of the movie. I didn't realize it was the Optimus Prime from the end of the movie. So I'm gonna have to order a Galvatron from the end of the Age of Extinction Galvatron so I can pose these two together. Because I think that's the only way to do it, right? You gotta pose this guy with Galvatron. You need Galvatron now. This is an excellent little vehicle mode. So let's continue. I like that there's a little cap above the windows. I think that's awesome, and I wish more vehicles had that. How awesome would that be for the driver of those vehicles if all vehicles had a little baseball cap kind of thing, a little shade in front, above the windows. That would really help you out during that 5 o'clock. It's really cool. I like that it has that nice little shade there, and on top of that little shade, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little dot things that are all running lights, I assume. And then on either side, we've got these little winglets that stick up. And I don't know what those are all about, but they're little winglets that stick up like little shark fins or dorsal fins for dolphins. But there's one on each side of this top of the cab of the vehicle. And then on the side, we've got a little rear view mirror. The rear view mirrors are always important because they'll tell you the correct scale. You don't really need to look at anything else but the rear view mirror if there's a rear view mirror, and that will tell you all you need to know about the scaling of this. We come down to the side, we've got the etched in doorway and stuff. I love the detail here. I like how they did put a door into this guy. And I like that the behind the door, when we get to where the living compartment is, the sleeping area and the area with the mini fridge, and I don't know, I've actually never been in this side of a semi truck before, so I don't know what's in there. I really do need to do that. I'm going to do that one day. We're going to do that. If we ever come across a place that makes semi trucks or something, or, I come across a person who's willing to let me uh, inside of a semi truck like this, then I'll bring in my camera and we'll record the inside of a semi truck just to see what's in there, just to see how much space is available and things like that. Because those are questions I've always had. I'll have to look it up on the internet and see. But this is a nice area. I do like how they etched in the sides of that area very well. Like this is some expert sculpt work. This is some wonderful, wonderful line work going on here. And the glossy, smooth texture of this plastic really does add to it. It is exceptionally done as a truck goes. I like how these ridges are there. There's like this little bit that extends the sleeping compartment out a bit more, and then there's this other little bit behind that extends out again, and that's, I'm assuming, the place, that's where these smokestacks are attached to. And what I got from that is that this is some sort of like little, maybe it's something to safety, kind of an area of steel between you, or even just aluminum between you and the smokestack, just to stop you from touching that smokestack too much. I think that's really neat, and I do say it adds extra flair to this vehicle. It makes the sleeping compartment feel like it's its own little piece of the vehicle slipped in there between the back and the front of the vehicle. That's what these little lines kind of give me the mental impression of. Like somebody just plugged in this center bit. And it works out pretty good. It does. When we come around here to the back, and we got the 3 smokestacks on each side. I don't know why it's 3 smokestacks, but it's 3, so he's got 6 overall. And then we got this really well done back of the truck, the bed of the truck where the trailer hitch connects. They did an excellent job with this. This all comes together very, very well. It did. It was nice. It's nice to have something like this. It's nice to get such a well done vehicle mode. This is top notch. As vehicle modes go, I'm going to give this one an S ranking because I believe it deserves the S ranking. It's got some weight to it, it's got some heft to it, but it stays together. It doesn't come apart. It's a good vehicle mode. It is an excellent alternate mode for a vehicle. I really do enjoy this alternate mode. And little things to mention about it. This alternate mode does fit Commander Class Optimus Prime's trailer. Let's get that trailer. Put those cleats away, and we're going to stick it right into the hole. Line up that. Now, this is something I really wish the Studio Series Ultra Magnus. I really wish his trailer had a normal trailer hitch, so that we could just play with his trailer on the other things, or use him instead of Optimus Prime for carrying Optimus Prime's trailer. But here he is, and that does extend the length of the trailer out to be almost as long as my Wii Fit Pad. Really, really well done. I, of course, shoved the sword and shield into here. We're going to pull out the sword because I want to showcase a storage location I found for the sword. The shield storage location is pretty self-explanatory. It's the trailer hitch. You just plug the shield into there. But I did find a better place to put this sword. Now, take your sword from your Optimus Prime, come around here to the back of him, find that trailer hitch, and then behind the trailer hitch there's a gap, and then you're going to come to the end of the semi-truck. So you want to thread the sword between the trailer hitch and the back of the semi-truck. And then it will go all the way down till it meets. There it goes. And I think that's really cool. So that's the best storage location I found for the sword. But when you shove it in there all the way, it goes all the way in and it locks. Like this isn't coming. It isn't sliding back out. It's locked in there, and that's cool. I don't know if that's the appropriate place to put it, but this is a pretty big sword, and you could also, I guess, kind of shove it in there and have it just resting with the top of the sword sitting out above the rest of the cab. You could do that, and I do wish that this sword folded or something, but I think that's the best storage location for the sword that I've been able to find. You just kind of slide it in all the way till you get to the back area, and it locks in place. And it locks in place decently well. Now let's pull the sword out, set the sword down, and let's get to some actual comparisons. So I'm going to compare him to a Transformer that's not in the right scale with him in this vehicle mode, and we've got Rise of the Beast Scourge. Not really a Transformer I enjoy much. Watch my reviews on Scourge. I really ripped into Scourge something fierce. I like Peter Dinklage. He's one of my favorite actors. I really wish he had chosen a different role, because this was not a good role for him. The Peter Dinklage Transformer it's okay, but definitely not to scale with much of anything. Like, look at this. He's longer than Optimus Prime, and he is taller than Optimus Prime. His vehicle mode. Now, he doesn't have a sleeper cab. He's just a simple cab in the front of the truck, but they made this guy too big in his vehicle mode. He is really very large in vehicle mode, and I say that does it inhibited him, in my opinion. It made him worse. He's not as cool. Though another little statement I'd like to make is that for some reason, this Optimus Prime semi-truck doesn't have semi-truck rear view mirrors. He's got car rear view mirrors. It's weird, because you get Scourge here, and Scourge has got semi-truck rear view mirrors. He also has those weird little bobbly things, the cylinder things, right in front of the windows for semi-trucks. Some semi-trucks have it. This Optimus Prime does not have those weird little circle bobble things that are behind the rearview mirrors or in front of them. That's Scourge compared to him. Scourge is his own scale when it comes to vehicle modes, because this Optimus vehicle mode is not to scale with the Scourge. Now, something that is to scale with this Optimus Prime vehicle mode, but wasn't to scale with anything else in his group except for the Bone Crusher lookalike, is Mixmaster lookalike. I call him Mixmaster lookalike because he's hashtag not my Mixmaster. This is the Mixmaster lookalike from Studio Series Revenge of the Fallen, another rotten movie because it's Rot F. Transformers has got a lot of rot movies. They're all just rotten. You got Rot F, and it sucks that Rot M is a rotten movie as well. But because Rise of the Moon, Revenge of the Moon, I forgot what that one was. Dark of the Moon. It's dot M. It's not a rot. It's a dot. But there's still of the in the center. And whoever is designing the names for the Transformers movie, Hasbro, tell them to stop. Just tell them to stop. Because the word of and the word the should just no longer be in your movies. You've lost the rights to put of the in the middle of your movie titles. You've done it too many times. Come up with something new. Plenty of movies, movie genres that have multiple movies in them, and they don't have more than two that say of the in there. It's wild how many there are. How many movies from Transformers have of the in the center of the title. It's just weird. Has anybody else noticed that? Anyway, back to this. So I like that these two guys are about right to scale. This Mack truck, semi-truck, cement truck, Mack semi-cement truck. Told you, something's up with my brain today. My tongue is getting all sorts of tongue-tied. Anyway, they match up very well on scale. I like that the top of Optimus Prime's cab and the top of Mixmaster's cab are about at the same height. It's just that Mixmaster doesn't have a sleeper cab. It it doesn't look like the back of it has a sleeper cab. So there's no sleeper cab on the Mack truck, but there is a sleeper cab on the Optimus Prime truck, and they're so close. There's even the shady bit that goes above the windows on the Mixmaster truck, and then you have a little bitty bulldog hanging out at the front end of it. But comparing them together, I like that they both have a hood ornament. I like that they both seem to have the proper scaled wheels. Yeah, their wheels are about the right size. Their smokestacks are about the right size. It's nice to have something in scale with this Optimus Prime. I always love it whenever we get to scale things. It's always a nice thing to get. And I think this is one amazing Optimus Prime. Age of Extinction Optimus Prime from Studio Series is hands down one of the best ones that I have in my collection. I do enjoy this Optimus Prime. I enjoy his vehicle mode. I enjoy his robot mode, and the transformation is enjoyable as well. And I love what they did with his legs in the transformation. I absolutely love that. S ranked vehicle mode, A plus ranked transformation, and an S ranked robot mode. Actually, I think I gave that robot mode an A plus as well. So 2 A pluses and an S. I'm just going to give it A plus ranked all around. It is a good figure, and I highly advise getting it. Like, you want my advice on this? This is a must-have for your collection if you are like me and you're into good transformations. You're into something complicated, something that makes you sweat. This makes you sweat. This is a good transformer all around, and I give it high praise. Thank you so much for watching my video today and listening to me go on and play with my toys and talk about little size scaling things. I'm always OCD about the scales, and I always care about the scaling of something. Let me know in the comments below if my showcasing the scaling has helped at all. Oh, and just one more thing. Just one more little thing. Here is the weird what do you call that? Scorpion. Weird scorpion monster thing from Rise of the Beasts. And a little comparison with him and Optimus Prime, and I think that also works out pretty good. He can just kind of climb on Optimus Prime and eat him. Yes, he's going to eat the Prime. Thanks again for watching. I've been Blind Prime, and this sleepy thing in this corner has been Cream the Cat. Do you have anything to add? Do you have anything to add? No? Okay. Bye-bye for now.